Hello, welcome back. We're gonna do things a little bit differently, I think. I want to get this video out tomorrow on Wednesday. So we're gonna do a couple of small things instead of just a big project. Because I'm still a little bit burnt out. And the reason why I'm still a little bit burnt out is because of this. All these chests over here, this is for my storage system that I'm still working on. At first, I used to use copper golems for the storage system and mine carts, but I don't really trust moving entities. So I just went ahead with a standard storage system. But this one, it's different because you can have multiple blocks in a single chest. And what I mean is, if I put andesite, diorite, and granite, if I put these in the copper chest, they will all go into this chest. But I haven't set it up yet. I just need to, the only thing I really need to do is fill in all of these chests with items. And I can't have a single one except for the copper chest back there empty. But that's pretty good because this holds 70,000 items. Or actually, 700,000 items. That many items could hold into here. So I'm good with storage for the rest of my time, I think. I don't think I'll ever have more than 700,000 items at a time. But over here, I still have a bulk system for, the stone, cobblestone, gravel, dirt, grass, sandstone. But that's not finished yet. I might tear this down and move it to this back wall so it matches up with this storage system. But for these walls, they'll probably just be decoration. And this, I might have a room in here that actually goes into the bulk items. Like it clears out over here, and we have another room for bulk item storage. But that's not what we're going to focus on today because we have a lot of other stuff to be doing. Like, first of all, if I could go over to here, and which one has it? You see, we have blue concrete in here. We need to go to a special place to place this blue concrete. And we actually need a couple of armor stands. So if we could find some smooth sands, if we could find some smooth stone. I don't think we have any smooth stone. Oh, yes, we do. Okay, perfect. And we get some planks. Doesn't matter how much we have. 8. Oops, I fell, but that's alright. Just gonna craft all of those and make some armor stands right here. But what are we gonna do with these? Well, you're just gonna have to find out. We're just gonna nab our mob heads, and you could probably tell exactly what we're going to do with these. So we're out here in the sunflower forest, and if I just turn around, see, I made a cobblestone desert well. But if we go down into the beacon beam, we appear into one of my other projects that I have yet to complete. And this is a project where we go into the history of the editions. See, we have Cave Game, and we have Classic, Private Alpha, Early Classic, and we just keep going. It is absolutely nowhere near finished. This is actually the furthest we got with multiplayer test on Java edition. But if we go over here, and I need to change the sign because this is supposed to be Pocket Edition, because that's the first version of Bedrock, and we haven't even started it. But let's change this to Pocket. Yep, right here. But why are we here? Um, I'm not gonna finish making these yet. Maybe I'll do them in a video later on. But we're just gonna, I got reminded of this build, and we're using blue concrete, so that's what I'm gonna put in there. I need a ton more, and these, as you can tell, this is for multiplayer test. And we have no people. So we're just gonna add people in here. That's the little thing that we're gonna do. Unfortunately, because we are in Java Edition, we can't have arms onto the people, and there's no like animations. So we're stuck with dealing with armless people. And move. There we go. What we're gonna use is the heads. And so we have 4 heads, 1 for each player. I could get that and with the skeleton. See, they look pretty good so far. They're all facing the same direction though, which I don't like. I'm gonna move you and face you this way. There we go. And we have a couple of armor for them. Iron, golden, not wear, chainmail, and leather. Go, 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 go. And that's our people. It's just a pretty simple build. I don't think there was diamond armor at this time in game. Actually, I don't think there was any armor at this time in game, especially not enchanted armor. But I feel like it makes it look a lot more lively. See, I had a sign that told me to do that. I think it looks a lot more lively than just an empty room. And I don't know if I want to put a player for all of these. Maybe I will, maybe not, actually, though. But yeah, see, we're doing simple projects, and that is finished. But by the way, if you don't know, you could put enchantments on your shears, and they actually work. Like efficiency 5. I don't really think that's useful for leaves, because you can already instant mine them. But they are amazing for wool. You can instant mine wool with them. And I think you could put enchantments on flint and steels, compasses. Well, I think compass is just curse of vanishing. And I think jack-o'-lanterns or pumpkin heads could put enchantments on, like in vanilla, like curse of binding. This really is the episode of just fixing random stuff because finally the Sunflower Plains Environmental Agency finally has stained windows. It took so long, and we have trapdoors as the windows here. But I can't put any on there. Right, so right here, I'm in a tunnel that I use to connect my base back there to the sunflower plains up here. And as you can see, it's very unfinished and it does not look flattering at all. So one of the things I wanted to do was to obviously upgrade this. And instead of just, doing a jump cut and being like unfinished and then it's like finished, I wanted to show you my thought process on building stuff. So what we're gonna do here first is we're just gonna expand this out a big deal amount. I'm just gonna do a little section and we're just gonna mine all these blocks out. A 3x3 area or a 3x4. We're gonna take these blocks out too. We're gonna leave that because we are gonna put in these and then make paths. And what we're going to do is we're gonna get some of these blocks. We're going to mine this and place some pillars like that. Actually, let's do something different. Let's place these behind one block. So then we have the stairs on the same as the path. Like that. Okay. Then we're gonna extend this out a bit. Do the same thing over here. just like that. All right. So what I'm thinking is we have a roof on top. Well, actually, let me figure this out. Figure this out. Because I'm just winging it. I have no, like, I have an idea of how I want to make this, but I'm not really putting much thought into it beforehand. I'm just building. But we're gonna actually raise this up, and we need a crafting table. I'm so happy I made those planks. Want to make some more stairs. Put a block here, not that block. Okay, so we have a general idea of how we want this to look, right? So we're going to change this up a bit. If I could get my pickaxe. And these are all going to be grass blocks, but I'm not putting them in there first because I want glowstone above the grass or leaf blocks. Like this. Get what I'm going at? I'm going to break these. Actually, let's break these as well. We're gonna have to cover up the entrance, but it's kind of what I want. Like you're going in and we have lighting without it being like, you know, you could really see it. It's kind of like hidden lighting, except like you could really see it. I don't know how to put this into words, but it just looks nice, right? It just looks nice. And for the walls, I don't know what I'm going to do for the walls. I'm thinking we do more leaves and more glowstone, but that is a lot of glowstone. We might actually, instead of glowstone, let's do planks behind the leaves. We need our, I don't have my key chest. Like that. Can't really see the planks though. Well, first of all, let's clean this up. I might leave the planks in there though, because I don't want it to be like completely like oak and brown. Actually, I think I don't mind that. I don't mind a wall of leaves actually. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And let's just clean this up first. Add a lot more planks to the corner. Let's just go ahead, make half of these. I need a lot more oak logs, but that's fine. Now, here we go. You don't have to replace those corners, thank goodness. That. And yep. Boom, boom, boom. You just gotta go up a bit. Alright, but you see the idea, right? I just need to cover this up really, because it's kind of messing up the whole effect. And also, I mean, it just doesn't look natural. We're just gonna have to do some terraforming, but for now, I'm just gonna cover it up in a way that kind of looks ugly. I might leave that open actually. But you get the idea, right? Oh, I guess these need to be planks. That needs to be no clog. So yeah, super simple, not very a big, a big project, but it changes a lot. See, this is a pretty big tunnel now. And I'm gonna do that the whole way. But I actually want to show you because there's a break in between the two where we have a path right here, and that is because it's just like a big hole. And I think I want to do a little something extra, make this like a not really like a fairy pond, but like a whole like a bunch of vegetation, a bunch of flowers, and just in this area as a break between the whole oak things in here and here. But if we go over to here, it's just where the base is at. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so a bit of time has passed when I was making the tunnel, and as you can see, we are in a weird place. This is absolutely not a tunnel, except that it is. If I open this door, you can see this the tunnel. It's So I just made the whole thing that I showed you at the beginning, just all the way through, except I changed this. And at the first part, the leaves were on the same level as the logs, but I pushed them back one because I think it adds a bit more depth and I think it looks a lot more better. But this is just what I did. It actually took a bit of time to do this. And what I added here was the part that opens up. I just added a little campfire area and a base, a just tiny base, just to store all the blocks that I used. But if I show you, if I just go out here, you can see what it looks like from the ending or the beginning from where I'm coming in. I changed like this whole mountain. None of this stuff was here. It used to be like kind of like oh jeez. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. That guy's in full chain. He had thorns. But this used to be just like a flat like wall, a corner kind of actually. But I terraformed and added this whole mountain part. If I could fly up here, you'll see what it looks like from above. I think I did well. It doesn't necessarily fit in with, how this is just like stone, because this is a lot more mixed up. But I think I did pretty well for what I was given. But we could go in here, and this is one part, and then it splits up, and then just this part here. But we can still fly through it, and it's a lot easier because it's not two blocks. And this is what it looks like from the front. I kind of made it look like a cave entrance, like coming in. This like is like cut through the mountain, but I mean it's a tunnel, so that's what I wanted to show you. Right, we're back at the sugarcane farm. The only difference I made was I changed the chest to barrels, and I put tripwire hooks on them. So they kind of look like beer barrels. That doesn't really fit in with the whole Italian aesthetic I have here, but they look so much better than chests. But we're not actually here for the sugarcane farm. We are here because if we could go up to here, you see there's a little fence. And what are we gonna do with this fence? Kind of looks like, a barrier so you can look out in this direction. But I used to have this thing where I have a little area where I would shoot targets with the bow, and that's kind of what I wanted to do again. So we're gonna go up here, and I'm going to build it. So we want to get pretty decently far away. I'm using moss as a block just so it's easier to break, right? And we're gonna have one that's pretty close to there, but with a bunch of height. See, so these are pretty these aren't really hard to make if you don't fall. Go just up here. They're pretty simple to make, and it just adds a bit more of life into it, kind of, because it's like it's a mini game, so it adds something that's just not like another farm or something that just needs to be added for like production. It kind of adds like a playful element into the game. And that's what we're gonna do here. I want to make this one kind of low. I don't know if I can see this one from right there, but it's gonna be a lot closer and kind of low. But yeah, really simple build. That's just all I had to do. I have a hoe with a horrible name that I haven't changed since 2021, but who cares? And I forgot you can instant mine targets. So I gotta be careful about that. So this is what it looks like from the fences. And I just added a few note blocks. See if we can hit this one. So you can see. Oh, oh, you know what? Oh, it works. Okay, that's great. Then we have to hit like the targets. I don't know if the note blocks are activated. I can't hear them. But that's essentially what I wanted to make. I might add a lot more, and I might add some that like when you hit them, it shoots out a firework dispenser. It's kind of like a more like bigger way of showing that you hit it more than just the lamps. And I don't know if the note blocks can be heard. Not sure that can be heard. I don't hear them, but hopefully, probably they actually do activate when hit by a target. But that's kind of what I just wanted to do. So here we are in an ancient city, obviously one of the old ones I've explored when the update came out at 1.19. But why are we here? I already have Swift Sneak 3. I have a respawn anchor, not anchor, compass, and I have the music disc. Actually, I don't think I do. I have most of the pieces. And I have silence. I think I have silence on my armor. No, I don't. But here's this there's this one extra pretty uncommon tool you could get from this city. So as you know, the wooden shovel recipe is extremely easy to get. I forgot to get another plank, but right there we go. So we can make a wooden shovel pretty easily, even faster than I could finish this sentence, but here we go, a wooden shovel. Why am I talking about a wooden shovel in an ancient city, right? But what I found out, a little piece of Minecraft trivia, is one of the rarest tools in the game. I don't know if it's the rarest. I don't know. I didn't really check that. But there are only two ways you get a wooden shovel in this game. One, obviously, is by crafting them, which you would probably craft in your first 5 minutes of the game and then never craft again. And two, in ancient cities. You can find a wooden shovel in an ancient city, and that's what we're here for. So I don't know the entrance, the opening to where you could go into the redstone area, so I'm just gonna dig down. And in here, there is a chance for there to spawn a furnace, and that furnace will have a wooden shovel. So let's see if this one has a furnace. I am not feeling very hopeful. I don't think there's a furnace in this ancient city. No, there is not. Okay. So we're gonna have to go find another furnace. See what I'm talking about? These cities are very rare, and there's not even a guarantee to have a wooden shovel in them. So the tool is very Very rare. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Right, we're in our second ancient city, and there's the portal. Let's just quickly go in. There's a streaker right there. Just go in and go out. I don't want to wake up the warden. Have I opened this? Oh, have I not looted this place before? Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. I'm not gonna loot here, but let's see. Oh, is that it? Oh my gosh. Okay, it took two. I mean, I'm like 4,000 blocks out, but okay. Well, that was lucky. I think it's a 1 in 3 chance to have this. So I was pretty lucky. Let's get out of here before I die. I did not know I had a jungle temple this close to my whole world area. It's only 1,800 blocks away. I don't think I've looted this before. Let's see. Can't fool me. Just iron. Maybe I have looted that because that seemed like a really empty chest. I don't know how to do the 3-level puzzle. Unless that's it. I heard a piston. I don't know. There we go. Oh, I see. Okay, we have a hole down here. How does it open up? I don't think I've ever like legit did this puzzle. I've always mined through it. Piston moved and it went back up. Okay, let's. So these two do something. I don't think this does anything. Let's see, that do anything? Oh, it opened it up. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this. I don't think I have seen this, but I don't think it's. Yeah, I think that was a horrible clue. I don't think I have the trim for the jungle temple. But that was crazy. I've never known I had one this close to everywhere. Oh, whoa, look at this shipwreck. This is the start of my world. See, it looks pretty weird because this is all new terrain. Look at this shipwreck. I don't think I've seen this either. Yeah, this is still pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna do some exploring then. Let's see what's in here. A buried treasure. Let's go get a shell or heart of the sea. And no trim. I think we can get trim from buried treasures. Oh, it's right here. Let's see where it is. Okay. And then there is a ruined portal. But I think I activated that portal. It looks a bit activated. But that's not what we're focusing on. I don't see the chunk stuff, so I'm just gonna trial and error this instead of being mathematical about it. It's right here. Oh, whoa! You can get spears from here now? Okay. Well, I'm just here for the heart of the sea. Thank you. I'll take the crystals. I don't have any prismarine crystals, and I need a farm. But maybe I can. I'll remember that. Pick up the TNT or something if I ever need it. Let's go over here. Oh yeah, that's weird. Check that out. Did I make this? I think I made this. And I don't know why I have like this. I don't know if I ever looted this. Okay. Let's just go back to base. Then we can end the episode. I just want to say thank you for watching. We did a lot of stuff today. We could have done a lot more, but I wanted to get this done on Wednesday and finish edited and uploaded on Wednesday, which is today actually. So we're gonna try to make a video, upload it today, and upload one on Friday or Saturday, hopefully. But sorry if I sound kind of sick. I am feeling I am feeling a little under the weather, but hopefully that isn't like too distracting. But once again, thank you for watching. We're on episode 3. We're gonna keep going. Hopefully we get a new episode earlier than a week. But that's it, and bye bye.